YouTube, what's happening? Man, we back, man. Happy New Year to all of the new subscribers, all the people that's tuning in. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the comments, the shares, everything. All in a nutshell, man. We back. We done paid our bills. We looked out for them kids, and we back at it, man. Back with another tutorial, man. I got a real special guest this time, man. This is one of my dogs, my brothers. You know what I'm saying? We got my boy Byron, former NFL super lineman, handling his business, man. I'm talking about resume speak for itself. Hey, he back in Dallas for a little bit, and you know what I had to do. I had to tap in. We shooting a tutorial. Hey man, y'all tune in, check this shit out. Come on with me. Now with this tutorial, we're gonna do a light fade, man. You know what I'm saying? B words the same cut. I cut this man hair probably with my eyes closed. I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? I gotta keep my eyes open, but it's just like that. You know what I'm saying? I've been knowing him. I know exactly what he wants. So this tutorial is gonna be a straight light fade. I'm gonna show you boys how to blend and fade, the light fade. We're gonna get it in, we're gonna get it out. Just like that. Apply these rules and apply these steps. Flawless cut, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get straight to it. We're gonna get these ZRs. We already know about our ZRs, man. If you've been tuning in, you know this is the clipper to get the job done, man. This is why the retention be so high. It don't matter where I'm at. This motherfucker, he gonna come find me. Starting off with a light fade, you know what I'm saying? As you know, we're not taking it to the skin, right? We're gonna take it ultra light and we're gonna blend all the way up. So our first blade gonna be that OA blade. Put that OA blade on there. Let's get busy. All right, with your scalp analysis, we're gonna brush the hair down. We're gonna see exactly where we wanna put our line. And with a light fade, you wanna start at the corners and bring it in all the way around. Boom. And then from there, we're gonna blend up, take everything down. 2. This is gonna really give us our template, so we know exactly where we want to make that transition of light to dark. And it's gonna be a seamless, flawless transition, you know what I'm saying? And within 2 weeks, he could come get an edge up and it'll look like he still got a taper. And as you can see, I'm just letting the clipper glide. I don't really have to put too much pressure down. Just let the clipper do the work, man. Don't overwork yourself. Don't overdo yourself. Let the blades work for you. You don't work for the blades. You bought the blades, so you work. Let the blades work for you, man. Again, I appreciate all the subscribers, man. We pushing on 1,000, man. So that's where we at, man. We little shy under 700. So if you're tuning in, share this with somebody that needs this information, an up-and-coming barber, somebody that you know that's in the field, that want to be in the field, or just like watching videos, man. Share it with them. Let them know that this is real detailed information, vital information for a barber's career. And like I say, the best thing about this is learning the new technique, man. The more techniques you get under your belt, the more you able to perform when you're at war, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I look at when I come in this building. It's all love, but it's war when I come down there. You know what I'm saying? Getting my job done. So I get the job done with the techniques that I have. This blade system, this is it. Boom. So now we got our template set. We got our template set for our light fade. And at this point, your barber eye should be developing. You know what I'm saying? Now that we got the template set, you should see where you should take your 1.5 and walk your clippers down. You know what I'm saying? But at this point, we're gonna take them down with a 1A at the top. Cause he's shooting up to Chicago. It's gonna be pretty cool up there. You know what I'm saying? Especially around this time of weather, with time of year, the weather gonna be kind of, you know, tough. So we're gonna keep it to where it's enough hair at the top, but at the same time, it look neat. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, all the business that he got to get done, the presentation gonna be where it needs to be. Boom. Now we slap on that 1/8. We're gonna let our clipper do the work for us, man. Now when it come down to cutting people that got gray hairs can be a little stubborn. So certain points, you may have to hit it again and come down and smooth it over with your thinning comb, just to get those gray hairs to lay down with all the rest of everything else. I tell my dog to gain some more wisdom, because he's sitting up graves up here, man. My nigga in that platform where you're OG. I'm bald, so you know what I'm saying, my gray hairs ain't covered, baby, you know what I'm saying? I'm still moving and grooving out here, man. Y'all see it, man. Hey, B, I'm gonna ask you a quick question, man. We're gonna keep the camera rolling. Man, I know you had to, you know what I'm saying, do your thing, get a couple other barbers to cut your hair, you know what I'm saying, just to keep it where it needs to be. But when it come down to that, bro, like, when people don't use this technique, and you've been knowing I've been using these clippers for a good minute, is it a difference between this cut and the cuts that you got before?
Oh, it's night and day, man. Living up in Green Bay, I struggled finding a barber. I didn't really have nobody to cut my hair. I wanted to fly my dog out there every now and then to come chop me up. Then when I moved back to Albuquerque, I had to find a different couple barbers. I found a guy that was consistent with it, but it wasn't, you know, reliable quality cut, you know what I mean? So every time I'm in Dallas, I gotta tap in with my dog H and make sure you get me right.
Hey man, you heard it right there, man. This system, it really leaves a stain on you, man. Like you know what the capabilities of your haircut when you step into this RQG system, and you know people can do it. You know what I'm saying? Different ways. Like I say, there's no right or wrong way to cut. But when your client speaks on it like that, man, understand that that's your retention. And retention is big in our field. So, you know, if you want this solid technique, man, tune all the way in, write the details down, and go try it for yourself. And I guarantee your clients will see a difference. And whatever technique they was using before, they'll see a major difference. Make sure and one thing, make sure when you cutting your clients, man, get the hair off of them, man. Keep, cause that shit irritating. You know, motherfuckers be having hair all in their face. Blow your client down, clean them down, get back busy. Let's get it. Again, I hope everybody had a great new year, man. Made some new goals for whatever you got going. We're gonna hold each other accountable. So, you know, in the comment section, I would love for y'all to tell me a goal and barbing that you're trying to reach. And I'm gonna tap in with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tap in with you. If you are one of those ones that's gonna leave your comment, trust and believe. You're gonna hear from me on your comment, and we're gonna hold each other accountable. You know what I'm saying? That's what we in for 2024, holding goals and ambitions accountable. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna just leave it dry out for it just to happen when it happens. We gonna make it happen this year. All right, from that 1/8, put our 1.5 on. Bam. Slap that 1.5 on. We're gonna make our first template for our fade. We gotta fade, then blend, and then get out that bulk. We're gonna take that 1.5, about 1 inch up, make our first template. This will be our guideline, you know what I'm saying? Take it up 1 inch, all the way around. And this is one of those business professional haircuts, man, that will never get old. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, you'll find you'll find pretty much any businessman wanting this type of haircut, because it gives quite a bit of style, but it's also, you know, something that's, you know, cool for when really conducting meetings in front of people. It's just a real business classic cut. So you definitely want to have a technique to knock this out in a businessman's lunchtime, because you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a quick fade, you get them in, you get them back to where they need to be, and looking, you know, the quality of it will still be there to where it still stand out. So a light fade should be in your arsenal. Now from there, you're gonna slap on that 1/8 blade. And we just gonna walk our clippers down to that 0/8. Drop blades down, we're gonna walk them blades down. We're gonna take the 1/8, about 1/4 of an inch, maybe 1/2 of an inch. And it's just all depending on where you put that first guide. And we're gonna take that 1/8 up into the 1.5. The angle on your clipper really makes a difference. Now I can come at it up like this, or I can put it down, or I can lean in. We're gonna come in the middle and have like a 90-degree angle up into the 1.5. Just so we know we're getting everything put. As you can see, the transition is already coming together. Oh, now we got the 1/8 out the way. There we go with this one. Bam. Slap that on and come 1/4 of an inch up under where you did the 1/8. This one blade, you definitely gotta be careful not to go too far up into the 1/8 because you'll create another line. So when I say 1/4 of an inch will be about that much. That would be considered an inch. So when we say 1/4 of an inch, just think an inch, you break it down into 4. You got your 1/4, you got your 1/2, you got your 3/4 of an inch, and then you got a 1 inch. So when I say 3/4, pretty much the 3rd notch on the inch. That's where you want to take it up into the cut. And be careful with this one blade, man. That one blade will create a whole nother line if you're not paying attention. Now we started with the 0/8 blade, right? This is what we started with. This is what we finished with. You know what I'm saying? To complete the whole light blade, this is your merger from your fade all the way down to your first guide. And then we'll work on the blend. And as you can see, the transition is there. Again, be careful with this 0/8 blade. The one blade and the 0/8 blade, those blades, I feel like, you know, you really gotta pay attention, you know what I'm saying? Because if you go up too far with either one of those blades, you're really gonna have to recreate your whole system and pretty much start from scratch. So you're gonna take this 0/8 blade and you really just clean up where that one blade is. You're not going too far up in it, maybe 1/4 of an inch. And I just explained to y'all what a 1/4 inch is, so just break your inches down into 4 pieces. You got your 1/4, you got your 1/2, you got your 3/4, and you got your 1 inch. So a 1/4 inch, that's the first line. See that transition on that fade, man. It's looking like it's supposed to look, man. You gonna put the part in there? Or no part? No part. See, it's past the weekend. I already know him. It's past the weekend. He ain't stepping out, so he cool on the part. He gotta go handle that business. But I can guarantee you, if he would have came in on the Friday, that boy would have said, throw that part in there, man. So we done slapped on the 2. 2 is on there right now. Now we working on that blend. That blend from the fade up into the dark regions of the hair. And it's one thing about it, like I've been getting, you know, different people requesting different type of cuts. And I had somebody actually ask me about how does it work on the light fade. This system, it works with any style of haircut. It's just figuring out what you start with. And if you're not going all the way skin, there's no need to use the 3 out, the 4 out, and the 5 out. You know what I'm saying? You use the same system, but just start with the OA and you blend yourself up from the OA all the way up until whatever length that you take it at the top. So I think this video will give a lot of insight on the range of this the system. You know what I'm saying? 2024, we got so many more videos coming out that we pressing. We're gonna do some straight hair with the same system. We're gonna do the straight hair on the same system. We're gonna do Asian hair on this system. We're gonna do Latino hair on this system, just to show you the range. See, with this blend, you want to take this 2 pretty much up into the top corner of the hair. You want to take it at least up there so we can have our transition. And then not look too dark up here and then light up here, because once it grow back, it'll look disproportionate. You want everything to grow back in unison and it to grow back flush. Don't be afraid to go back around, you know what I'm saying? Going around one time, you're not gonna hit every hair that you need. So when you are making your transition around the head with each blade, it's okay to go back around, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we're done with the 2. Now, this next blade, the 1 3/4, this is a cheat code blade, man. I don't even think they make these blades no more. So, with this 1 3/4, if you're able to find it, I'm doing my due diligence to find another supplier to have them. If not, we gonna make our own RQG 1 3/4 blade. So be on the lookout for it. But this is the blade we finna slap on. It's a blade between the 1 1/2 and the 2, and it really gives a smooth transition where it's literally flawless when you put this blade on. So we're gonna take this up right in between where we took that 2 and that 1 1/2. Because the 2 is pretty much up here, 1 1/2 is right in the middle. So we're gonna take it right in between. Also too, man, y'all make sure y'all checking those mirrors, man. Check your mirror. It'll tell you, you know what I'm saying? If you got any lines, hidden lines that your eyes can't see, that mirror won't lie to you. So make sure you pay attention to the mirror, man. Glance back and check it out every blue moon. A lot of people have a lot of trouble with fading the back because the back is a tricky part. But again, you gotta check your mirror and make sure what you're seeing is really what you're seeing. Because your eyes really, they're moving a lot when you are cutting. And whether you like it or not, they're adjusting every time you move the chair or every time you change the clipper, your eyes are adjusting. So they may play tricks on you. So make sure you check with your mirror, man. Your mirror is not gonna lie to you. It ain't gonna lie. Y'all don't mind B, man. This nigga go to sleep in this chair, bro. Anywhere else he up, he probably watching, you know what I'm saying, making sure he ain't going up too far. But he really get some rest. He gotta get on the road. So I know he taking a little cat nap for you, you know what I'm saying? Burn off on him. Yeah, just for a little detail work, I see an area where I'm gonna touch up just because it's my dog. I ain't let him go out like that. I'm gonna make everything flawless. I'm gonna take that 1A and I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna hit right up under where I put the 1.5. Where I started that first guide for my fade and my blend. I'm gonna take that 1A and I'm gonna go touch up right up under it just so I know for sure that each blade is running into the next. And this is what you would call detail work. And the blades actually tell you, if you look at it close enough and really examine and use your barber eye, the blade will tell you what you're missing. You know what I'm saying? Everything could be in unison, and then if you didn't hit one area, it'll stick out like a sore thumb. And the more and more you use the system, the more and more you can tell what's a 1A, what is a 1, what is an OA, what is a 2, what is a 1.5. The blades will tell you where you're missing. RQG class is in session. If you learning something so far, man, comment. Let me know you learning something. You know, if you ain't subscribed, go on push that subscribe button for me, man. Quit holding that subscribe button, man. Go on push it. And go add the alerts on there, man, so you get updates on the new videos that we dropping, new content, and y'all tap in with me on social media platforms. Marqo_Blend 757. 757, that's for that Learjet. You know what I'm saying? This stuff is worldwide where we trying to take it, baby. It's a method to the madness, man. Keep watching. You understand me? That was my catchphrase. They said they labeled that as a catchphrase, man. You understand me? Now to the naked eye, it looks perfect. But ultimately, I see, and this is my barber eye that's been developed. It's certain spots that I see. Like here, That's a 1. We just did that 1.5, that 1A. So it's telling me that the 1 needs to be chipped away. We're gonna put that 1 back on there. And this is detail cutting here. We're gonna take that 1, we're gonna chip away. Chip away, chip. And when I say chipping, we only using 3 of these teeth. We're not putting the blade flat, we're not leaning it up, we're turning it sideways and we're chipping it in. Chipping and slicing are techniques where you really focusing on one particular area. Right here in the back, this is the area where you really don't want to lay the clipper flat. You want to work each area that you're seeing that you need to touch up with the corner of the blade. Because if you lay it flat, you might end up creating another line that you're gonna have to come back and get out. Now, if you've been tuning in, you should already know what we're gonna do next, man. If you don't, let me introduce you to one of the tools that everybody I feel like needs in the barbering game. And if you don't know how to use them, you need to learn how to use them. These are the thinning shears, man. Thinning shears make a lot of the prickly hair that's sticking up like smooth and transition. So that's what we're gonna go back and do. We're gonna do some detail work, and we're gonna use our thinning shears just to trim everything down so everything looks flawless when it comes down to the fade and the blend. And to use these thinning shears with your comb, the objective is to put the hair in and you let it fall to the end of the comb. You don't want to get the cutting up here because you'll cut too much and the hair is not falling in transition or falling down. So that's why you want to take it and you want to only cut against the bottom part of the comb. It's gonna get every hair that's sticking up that ain't supposed to be there. And it'll give a flush, smooth transition look when you comb it down and lay it down. This is big for wavers, you know what I'm saying? If you have a waver client, you really need to learn how to use this clipper to get that smooth look. That's what the other people that's on YouTube that's doing tutorials, they're not showing you that. You know what I'm saying? To get that smooth transition look, you need to have a pair of thinning shears. All right, we're gonna take this pretty much all the way around where we did our fade, so we'll know our fade is smooth. The fade and the blend is already there, but I love when it looks like, you know, it's seamless. You don't know where it starts and where it ends. It just look damn good. It almost looked like you kind of spray painted it on. It's just like a flawless look, blurry look. Down the front for the edge, just so all those hairs that's hanging over, we're gonna use that same technique. It's a 2-part technique to this too. We're gonna use our thinning shears just to get all those hairs that's hanging over, so the edge up a lay smooth. The line when he get in the shower or anything he do, the edge up still gonna be crispy. Same thing on this side. Come up, you let it all hang over. Anything that's hanging over, not supposed to be there. Sometimes you gotta work your comb too. It's a nice transition right there, man. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you see and what you learn from this video. You know what I'm saying? Any pointers you think I need to like touch on so you you know, get a different aspect. Just tap in with it, let me know something. Little slight detail work. Wow, a couple stubborn gray hairs that didn't want to move, but we're gonna move them around, man. We're gonna get these things up out of there, man. We're gonna make them lay down like everything else, man. A couple gray hairs still sticking out. They moving and jigging, so we're gonna move and jiggle them all right up out of there. So now our transition, the fade and the blend complete. We did that in under 20 minutes, man. Under 20 minutes, the fade, blend, light fade is complete. Now we moving into the lineup and tightening everything up, and I'm finna blast him, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what he say, I'm finna blast B, because he ain't been here in a minute, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta make him where he wanna go on. Come on, fly back. Like going up to Chicago, go on, fly back, go on, tap in with the key. Know what's going on. We got our thin and calm, thin and shears, thin and calm, they run together. Like I said, it's a two-part system. We got all that overage, but now we want to kind of thin that edge up a little bit, so when we lay our edges down, we get that crisp, sharp line off of one take. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to hit it 2-3 times. With this thinning comb, we want to target certain areas to where you see it's a little bit thicker, and the hair, like with cowlicks and everything, this is what you use to smooth down the cowlick. Instead of going in and possibly, you know, scalping them and taking them down on the cowlick, I highly encourage you to use this because it'll thin the cowlick out to where, you know, it fits the contour of the head and it fits pretty much the length that you put it in. And like with the clipper, using the clipper, trying to do this, you pretty much are overworking certain areas. Like this literally is one blade, and it targets that particular area where you put it. When you put the clippers on, it may hit another area that you really don't need to hit. So I highly encourage you to go invest into one of these thinning combs. And everything that I'm doing really separates you from other barbers, because when you do stuff like this, a lot of your clients are gonna tell the detail, are gonna really feel and look at the details that you did and really separate you from other people. But if you cut like everybody else, I mean, what's the difference? What's the difference between you and the next barber? You know what I'm saying? Clean them off. We're gonna go in with the edge. Man, look, you got a tag. I'm gonna tag this company in it. One of the barbers that's in here with me, man. One of the barbers in here with me, man, he was telling me about this clipper, and it's one of my guys that's up under me. I taught him what I know, and now the nigga teaching me. That's how the shit go, you know what I'm saying? Transferring the knowledge. I kind of was like, you know what I'm saying, staying off was kind of old school with it, like I got my set of clippers. But when I use these clippers, man, these Coco trimmers, bro, when I say I vouch for this clipper, man, this clipper is amazing. They have a digital gap on it, right? This digital gap, it hit straight out the box. I haven't set this clip, I haven't done nothing to it. I took it out the box and it hit like butter. Whatever they did with this digital gap, man, like I know how to zero gap, but the digital gap is a whole nother league in itself. You know what I'm saying? So I need you to understand that when they created this clipper, they made this clipper really cater to the client. Sometimes when your edge is hitting too hard, you can scalp them, you can burn them, you'll have the black marks around the edge of. This clipper is designed to not, when it feels the scalp by itself, it does not cut any part of the skin. So if you're trying to make an investment into a trimmer, I highly recommend getting these Coco trimmer. I got the box somewhere over here. Let me see if I can find this box for y'all so y'all can get a visual of how this box looks. The hyper something. I don't know what to say on here, but look, I'm telling you, this clipper is really worth every penny. Go invest into this if you're looking to have that sharp edge and your client not feel any scratch marks, any burn marks, any heat. This clipper is the truth. I'm gonna show y'all better than I can tell you. Couple of detailed spots that I didn't hit right there with the OA. It's okay to go back in if you see little spots, man. I'm a little OCD when it comes to this shit because I like the shit being flawless. So mid-stride, I may get in and I may see something I didn't see. But trust me, I ain't gonna let them walk out no any kind of way. So we gotta go back and hit it again, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go back and hit it again a little bit, man. Couple little spots right here in the back. Trust me, clients really appreciate you, you know, really taking the time out to really, you know, detail their haircut, you know what I'm saying? Again, this part right here is big on your retention, you know what I'm saying? Being able to go back in and re-hit something is not a bad thing at all, man. As you can see, that transition is flawless, bro. So we live right there. Now we're just making this side touch way for my grease. Now, you see our corner here? We're gonna make that corner come all the way over here, same way. See, when you edge it up too, man, you want to keep it. It's gonna be a little overage on the edge up part, man, and you really want to keep it as natural as possible. You don't want to take it too far up around the ears or on the corners. You want to keep it, like I say, as natural as possible, but you also want to get that overage, because if a person isn't, like, you know, coming in weekly to get their haircut, and which is a good thing, you know what I'm saying? When they come in weekly, you really want to kind of stay away from edging them up too hard every time. Well, if you got a client that allows their edge up to grow back, it's gonna be some overage. But at the same time, you want to keep it as natural as possible around the ear. You don't want to take it too far up in here, or, you know, kind of create your own line. You stay on that same guideline, but you make sure you get the overage out. So at this point, edge up done, fade done, the blend done, all the necessities of this haircut. So now we're gonna move into a little bit of enhancement. Gonna enhance it up a little bit. Just because I know what he got going after this, I gotta ice my dog all the way up. When you're applying your enhancements, this is a rule of thumb, man. Do not spray directly on the hair. Spray it off the cord, so the dye would land in a natural way, instead of you spraying it direct. That's how you get that natural look. I see a lot of people applying enhancements directly to the scalp, and it looks too dark. You can really tell it's enhancements. The way that you do this is you let it bounce off the card. As you can see, instead of leaving the card flat like this and spraying it direct, I'm gonna lean my card a little facing towards me, and I'm gonna spray the card. That allows the dye to lay right where it needs to lay, and it's not a direct hit. Same in the front. Lift that card up a little bit towards you, and then you know what I'm saying, you apply your enhancements. And that's how it comes out to be natural, full natural, to where nobody can tell, and, you know, it gives that real sharp look. We're gonna add a little bit of hair fibers to it, just to give it a full body look, especially in those corners, the light corners. Get them a little darker right there. See, they give a little bit more weight to the edge of it, you know what I'm saying? When I go back in and I hit them with the razor, again, I'm letting these fibers bounce off the card. So when I hit, it gives it that dark look, but it's not too heavy. See, these little techniques right here, this is why your client will fly you out. You know what I'm saying? Look out for you, you know what I'm saying? B done a lot for me. Let me let that be known right now. This nigga done a lot for me. because he know I take time and I'm passionate about what I do, and it's a necessity for him on his, you know, overall image and appearance. You know, that shit run hand in hand, man. People that are business-minded people, their appearance means something to them. You know what I'm saying? And those are the people that I target, and I show them a whole different system that what they've been used to, and I'm true to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to use pretty much every clip I put my hands on, but for my efficiency and for my retention, I choose to use the blade system with the detachable blades. This is why I'm teaching this. This is why I'm giving y'all these gems. Man, this shit work. You know what I'm saying? The proof is in the pudding. I have so many, I have a plethora of young barbers that came up under what I'm trying to teach, and it literally catapults their career to a whole different level. So if you're tuning in, I'm telling you, take this system, man, run with it. Add your, I ain't saying follow everything that I got going, but the technique part, take that shit, put it in your arsenal, add your own flavor to it, and make some gumbo, man. Get some paper, man. I leveled up, man. That be hard. Just gonna hit this little slight taper in the back, you know what I'm saying? So everything can be smooth. And all this extra up here. And again, within 2 to 3 weeks, everything is gonna go back flush. But in 2 to 3 weeks, he can literally get an edge up, and it'll look like a regular, like he literally got a whole haircut from his blade system. Because this is another rule of thumb with these adjustables. When you cut one side with the adjustable, you doing your thing. You going in. You doing your thing. But it's so hard, and I'm a person. I'm about precision. If you do one side with the adjustables and you couldn't, I don't think 95% of me don't think that you can go to the other side and duplicate every motion that you did on one side. So you got to think, if you're doing that on one side and then you have another technique on the other side, the hair grows back the way you cut it. So this side could be choppy, this side could be perfect. But when you're using these blades, you see how I walked it all the way around, the whole head is in unison. So when it grows back in unison. So I could pretty much time his haircut when he's gonna need another service. She getting a little thicker down there, fool. What? I don't want to say what I want to say on the camera, nigga. I ain't gonna put you out there, nigga. I know what you. Why you think my shit full is, man? I ain't gonna give him a secret, man. You understand? You gotta be grown though. You understand me? You gotta do some grown things that gotta happen. You know what I'm saying? To get the full live Nielsen. You understand me? Come on, look up for me. Yeah, that nigga, look, I remember this one dude, fool, I remember what I do, man. This nigga didn't, you know what I'm saying? That nigga shit can get thick, fool. What you got going, me? Damn, me. This is that razor finish all the way to the lip rope. When you raise the edge, then make sure you pull in that skin and you let the blade work for you. I ain't really gotta do too much. I'm gonna let the blade do Do this finishing touches on it. So you pull that skin back, let the blade do the work. Time, I already know he probably don't even want to see the mirror, but we gotta do this anyway, man. We know what's going on. You tell me what you think, bro.
Never will.
You feel me?
I've been developed my whole life.
Damn, man. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? If you in Chicago, you need to learn this technique. You know what I'm saying? You might get in the crunch, you might need you, man. You know what I'm saying? We need some RQG up there in Illinois, man. If you are a barbershop owner, it's a school up there, man. I will travel up there. I will tap in. I will teach this process in real life. If it's in real life, you'll see it in real live motion. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing better than that. You know what I'm saying? You understand me? Look, tap in. This is the RQG system. You have tuned in to another tutorial. Man, we back at it. It's a new year. We kicking new flavor. Push the subscribe button. Comment on it. Share it with somebody that you know that's in this process, man. Let me give them some of the tools, you know what I'm saying? Let me drop a couple gems on them, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, this is Marqo Blend 757. You understand me? Hey, we signing out. We out of here.